As the final stop on our grand adventure through China, we arrived ready for something big, and Shanghai delivered in every imaginable way. It truly swept us off our feet, and we wondered if we actually saved the best for last.
We're John and Bev, and we are the Retirement Travelers.
If you're just finding us, we are an American senior travel couple who are on the adventure of our lives. We're traveling China, Japan, and South Korea on this leg, so hit subscribe and follow along on our little travel log. We are a few weeks ahead of our videos, so if you're wondering where we are in the world, we keep our Instagram updated to our current location, so follow us there.
In last week's episode, we departed the imperial sprawl of Beijing and zipped down to Hangzhou on a high-speed train. Because why not travel at the speed of awesome? Now, most travelers use Hangzhou as a quick day trip from Shanghai. And sure, it's an easy hour on rails. But since a few days sounded better than a few hours, we decided to make a stop at Westlake. That was the plan. You'll have to go back and see how everything went wrong before it miraculously turned around. Fast forward to this week's episode, and we're back on the high-speed train, heading toward our grand finale in China, Shanghai.
Upon arrival, we made our way to the Grand Hyatt, cue the drum roll, housed inside the dazzling Jin Mao Tower, one of the most beautiful skyscrapers in the world, and thanks to some serious travel hacking magic where we transferred our chase points to World of Hyatt plus our newly minted globalist status, we scored a suite that may have actually made us gasp when we opened the door. The windows of this hotel framed the glittering World Financial Center, the Oriental Pearl Tower, and yes, the sleek king of the skyline, the Shanghai Tower. If ever there was a place to sit in a robe and feel like Bond villains with a better attitude, this was it.
We are the language butchers, and we want to get it right. Do you live here? Are you from here?
Yeah.
Is it Shanghai, Shanghai? How do you say it?
Shanghai.
Shanghai.
Okay.
Shanghai. Okay. Thank you. Shanghai.
Our first day of exploration began with a hop on the Shanghai Metro, which deserves its own award for cleanliness, speed, and signage. It was so smooth, we almost forgot to look confused like tourists. Almost.
We're on the right side. That's half the battle. Which side of the metro station to go to? You have a 50-50 chance.
This is a very quiet subway. Nobody's here.
Super nice, modern.
Very shiny.
Our first stop, Yu Garden, a Ming Dynasty classic nestled in the heart of the city. Think koi ponds, dragon-topped walls, and enough twisting walkways to get pleasantly lost. Built in 1559, it was intended as a peaceful retreat for a wealthy official's parents. We can only hope our kids have similar plans. It was a little crowded, sure, but it still had that ancient whisper meets Instagram filter kind of magic.
A stone's throw away, and Shanghai is great for those kinds of clustered gems, we found ourselves admiring the City God Temple, a beautiful structure filled with incense, red lanterns, and a spiritual buzzkill.
We saw a woman steal an apple. It was an offering. If you come to a temple, you don't take the fruit. It's not for eating. Goodness. What's up with people these days?
From there, we meandered into Shanghai Old City, a charmingly chaotic maze of snack stands, trinket stalls, and locals expertly dodging wide-eyed tourists, which was us.
Can you imagine this back in the day?
Yeah, this is cool.
It's beautiful. All the swallowtail roofs.
And this smack in the middle of downtown Shanghai is this old town. It's kind of cool.
It's beautiful. It's really beautiful.
We kept the momentum going by heading through Nanjing Pedestrian Street, Shanghai's famous shopping boulevard. We even popped into the White Rabbit candy store, home to the city's iconic taffy. But instead of the chewy classic, we figured we'd try it in a new form, an ice cream stick. Turns out, White Rabbit might just be even better frozen and on a stick than stuck in our molars.
A little chewy, very creamy. Very creamy White Rabbit. It's a tooth breaker though.
We took our ice cream and headed to the Bund, and wow! The colonial architecture on one side and futuristic skyline on the other. We strolled, we stared, we posed. It was fabulous.
Look at all the boats on the water. That's a lot of barges.
A lot of boats.
I mean, they're just in a line, just heading out.
Yeah. Hey, I see an Oceana cruise boat over there. We were on Oceana, not to Shanghai. Shanghai.
Shanghai.
Now, a lot of people probably do this city on cruise boats.
Yeah, I bet so.
What did we do on your birthday? You got a special thing, and it was in Changsha.
Yeah, I got a massage.
Yeah.
What do you want?
I want a massage. I need a massage.
Okay, you can have it. We'll be in Japan probably on your birthday.
No, we'll be in South Korea.
Oh, South Korea for John's birthday. You can have a massage.
Yeah, I need something special for my 39th birthday.
Yeah, right.
That evening, something wonderful happened. We met up with some of our longtime viewers, Mindy and Joe. And surprise, Michael and May joined us too. They'd even booked a private dining room at a local Shanghainese restaurant just steps from our hotel. These lovely humans had stomachs as big as their hearts. They ordered so much food. We feasted for hours while swapping travel stories and laughing like old friends. If you ever wonder whether you should meet up with internet friends in real life, let this be your sign. Yes, always yes.
On another day, we ventured to the enigmatically named 1933 Old Milton, formerly Shanghai's most stylish slaughterhouse. This Art Deco industrial relic was once used to, process meat. But today, it's a maze of ramps, spiral staircases, and artsy corners. While photographers will swoon over the lighting angles, we personally thought it looked better in photos than in person. Still, it was a fun stop.
In our quest to uncover Shanghai's more unexpected side, we took a detour to visit a spot that brought the city's wartime grit into sharp focus, the Sahong Warehouse Battle Memorial. Nestled along Suzhou Creek, this unassuming brick building was the site of a fierce last stand during the Battle of Shanghai in 1937, where 400 Chinese soldiers, immortalized as the 800 heroes, held off thousands of Japanese troops to protect retreating civilians. Inside, the museum reminded us that Shanghai comes from deep resilience, and thanks to these heroes, many were saved. In the end, Shanghai fell for a time.
I liked this stop.
I did too. That was very interesting, and I even learned a few things.
I know, I kind of come away from it feeling like that this building was their Alamo.
I know, that's a great analogy.
After leaving the museum, we strolled along Suzhou Creek, soaking in the spring sunshine like lizards on vacation. After 15 minutes of walking, our meander eventually led us into a mall, half in search of some shade, half enchanted by the charm of the unexpected sculptures.
I knew I could get her out of the sun. I'm an expert navigator. Let's go that way. Sometimes I get lucky.
And sometimes he doesn't.
We found ourselves lured by the glowing signage of Minwal Bingting, a retro-style Hong Kong diner chain that's become wildly popular across China. We kept our order simple and sentimental, a pineapple bun with a savory cheese twist. One bite of that crumbly crust and molten center, and we were back in snack heaven.
I found the cheese. Delicious.
Naturally, our next stop was the Shanghai Tower, because who can resist visiting the tallest building in China and the third tallest in the world? Soaring over 2,000 feet into the sky, it's basically Shanghai's way of saying go big or go home. Seriously, it is the fastest elevator in the world.
Unfortunately, we don't have the best view today.
No, it's a little smoggy here today in Shanghai, but win some, you lose some. But we're still at one of the highest buildings in the world, and it's a very high-tech building. Pretty cool place.
Yeah.
But this is nice.
This is nice.
Have you ever looked straight down 119 floors?
Our final evening in Shanghai felt like the city threw us a farewell party, complete with edible surprises and fabulous company. We met up with two of our wonderful viewers, Yang Mei and Hailan, who treated us to dinner at Number 3 Warehouse, a restaurant so futuristic it felt like dining inside a kaleidoscope. Mirrors everywhere, glowing walls, and a menu that could double as a modern art exhibit. We sampled delicacies we'd never expected to fall for, eel and pigeon to be exact, and somehow found ourselves saying, you know what, that pigeon was actually delicious. But honestly, the real highlight wasn't what was on the plate. It was the laughter, the stories, and the joy of making new friends who made Shanghai feel even more magical.
And just like that, our Grand China chapter came to a close. With our bags packed, our hearts full, and memories bursting, we boarded a flight to Tokyo, waving goodbye to China for now. But don't unpack just yet. The journey isn't over. Next week, we're going to answer all of your questions about how to travel China, so stay tuned for that. 1 week later, we'll delve into Japan and South Korea. Next stop, the Osaka Expo, or as we fondly call it in the States, the World's Fair.
Be sure to hit subscribe and follow along on our retirement journey around the world.